Can someone with tutu get scholarship or student loan? Yes, you can. There are lots of scholarships that are not grade sensitive. Study gap is study gap. You can turn it to a blessing, or it can become the course, like a course, right? That will stop you from your relocation plan. Woo! What's going on today? Okay. So I came and here I'll be answering questions. My team has put together a lot of questions that people have been asking on the page. So I'm going to be answering them here. I have about close to 30 questions. And also, if you have questions and you're watching this video live, feel free, drop your questions. I may pick one or two. You know, sometimes I get I'm going to get into this, and sometimes I see people on my page, they'll be like, I commented on that, you don't answer. I commented on that, you don't answer. No, what we actually do is that when you drop a question, we put them together and we come live like this to answer those questions. However, if you want us to reply to the question that you are asking, the best way to do it is to send us an email with that question, and definitely we're going to respond to your email within 24 hours, right? That is how you get personalized response. Otherwise, we do it this way so that it is more comprehensive and everybody can learn from it. Isn't that amazing? So, how are you doing today? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. This is also a moment where I encourage you to, at the end of this video, you can share it with your friends who have been saying Dr. Linda doesn't answer their question, so that if their question is here, we're going to answer it. I can tell you that each of these questions were asked by somebody who followed this page. So, if you have asked a question, I may just be answering yours. The first question I have here right now is someone was asking, how can I travel abroad? Dr. Linda, how can I travel abroad? I am an unpaid subordinate teacher. This is what the person wrote. Okay, this is a very strong one. So in essence, this person is working. They said they are unpaid, maybe they are volunteering somewhere, and they are asking about how they can travel abroad. So the first thing I want to tell you is this, that one way or the other, travel abroad requires money, no matter how small. See, let me tell you, even if you get a full scholarship, you are possibly going to pay for admission process. That's not a lot, but you need money. You know, you're possibly going to pay for the visa, and for most scholarships, you're also going to and maybe pay your flight ticket, right? So this means that even with full scholarship, you need, no matter how tiny, you need money. So when somebody comes to me and say, I have zero kobo, I have $0, I don't have anything, like, one thing I want you to know is that it's not the end of the world. Yes, you may not be able to relocate abroad now, but you can plan towards it. A lot of people want now, I must relocate now. For you, if it is not possible, it's okay to make a plan. You have to first realize that, okay, I need money to travel. I don't have money. I am unpaid. How about you start from, even if it's, okay, looking for a paid job. You are an unpaid subordinate teacher. Can you become a paid teacher? Do you get my point? Take those little steps that move you towards your goal, instead of just being crumbled under the weight of, I want to travel abroad, I am unpaid, I can't do it. No, step by step. Okay, can I get a job? When you get that job, can I start saving small, at least save enough money to pay for application fees? Do you get the point? So take life step by step. Never allow life to overwhelm you. I know you will say it's easier said than done, but don't forget that I was once in your shoes. Don't forget that. So most times when people see, maybe you see somebody who is doing okay now, you just feel like, oh, they don't know what I'm going through. My dear, I can't even tell you, I can imagine. I know, I've been there before. You know, if you know, you know. Scroll through my page to the time when I started on this thing. You will see the difference. So take it step by step. Get a piggy bank. Start saving small. Even that person that told me, that said they don't have ₦1, they still eat. You're unpaid, but you eat. You're unpaid, but you have the phone you use to type these comments. That means somehow, you're getting around with your life, right? So just tell yourself that your relocation plan is the same, is this in the same priority with the food you will eat. If you tell yourself that, that means when you bring 1 naira to eat, keep another 1 naira for your relocation. If you bring 1 shilling, 1 cedis, $1, 1 loonie to eat, you keep 1 aside for your relocation, right? Don't think that your clothes, your phone, your data, they are all more important than your relocation plan. That's not the way forward. I believe I've answered a lot of that. So let's go to the next question. Somebody said, Doctor, I want to visit my husband. How can I do that? Okay, this person is separated from their husband. So it's the wife that is writing. Separated from their husband because of relocation thing. I want you to know that if your husband is legal abroad, you can officially visit him. He can actually send you an invitation letter for visitation, and that offer can be granted. However, just understand that embassy will expect you or your husband to show that you have enough money to cater for your visiting. However, if your husband is not legal where he or she where he is, it means that they will not be able to send you invitation letter. You may have to look for alternative ways to meet them. E.g., you can apply to study abroad, get admission, get your visa, travel to the country where your husband is, and both of you can meet through the study abroad route. Right? Woo! Okay, next question. The next question here is, what is the procedure to secure work visa in Canada from Nigeria? Okay, I think I made a full video about this, but I can just answer it in a very short way. You can secure work visa from Nigeria, work visa in Canada from Nigeria. How? You will need to find a company that will hire you online. And how are you going to find that company? You are possibly going to use Google to do it. So use Google, find people that are hiring, apply for the job, apply for as many jobs as possible. You get the offer letter, and then you put in for work visa. But let me tell you, that is the long route. And it's people that don't know what they are doing. I don't want to generalize, sorry. But it's like, if you don't know how it works, you'll be following that very long route through the deserts, which you know that the desert is very dangerous. You may not even reach where you are going. How are the smart ones doing it? They go through the study abroad process, right? They get admission. Their visa come with work authorization for them to work in the country. They go, whatever school they are studying, they'll be studying and they'll be working, at least in the interim while they are still students. After students, they start working full time. That's the smart way. While you are passing through the desert way, my dear, don't let lion, no, the desert. Don't let some desert animals eat you up. All right, let's look at the next question. Who wants to hear the next question? The next question I have here is, how can one acquire an admission in Canada even with poor grade? So how do you get admission in Canada? Canada is very grade sensitive, but there is a way around getting admission in Canada via poor grade. If you have poor grade, there are some kind of programs you can apply for that are not grade sensitive even in Canada, right? There are ways to go about it. This is one of the things we teach in our webinar. Oh my God, where's my webinar link? Woo! Okay, follow me. Let's go and get it. Follow me, let's go and get the webinar. We are here with the webinar stuff. Don't go anywhere, my dear. All right, don't go anywhere. Okay. This is where I came with webinar team. So let's go back to where we were before. Or do you want us to stay here? Okay, maybe we can stay here too. This is also a very nice place. So for you that you are, somebody asked for how to get admission in Canada. So I'm going to advise you to attend our webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. This is the link to the free webinar that is going to explain to you exactly how to do that. Specifically, we're talking about grade and what you need to do if you have poor grade. You see it inside this webinar. All right, let's go to the next question. Okay, so the next question said, I need clarification for proof of funds. How can I go about it? Oh my God. So I made a full video, an hour, 30 minutes video, explaining everything you need to know about proof of funds when it comes to study abroad or study visa. Who knows that video? Who knows that video? So one thing, instead of answering this question again, I'm going to tell you how to find the video. So you're going to go to YouTube and you're going to type proof of funds for study abroad, and you're going to add Dr. Linda Iheme. So look at what you're going to type on the YouTube search box. You're going to type proof of funds for study abroad, Dr. Linda Iheme, search. So you're going to see about 2-3 videos that I have made about proof of funds, but most importantly, you're going to see the one that is an hour 30 minutes. It gives you about 5 different options. All right, 5 different options on how to go about that. So you're not going to miss out. You're not going to miss out. Make sure you go and find that video today on YouTube and get started. Now, the next question I have here. Who want to hear the next question? Next question. The next question I have here is, what if a postgraduate student is less than 25 years old? Can they study abroad? Yes, why not? See, abroad, study abroad is not about age. It is interesting to see that this person is worried about being too young. Isn't that amazing? This person is worried about being too young. But there are also other people who are worried about being too old. I've seen people ask me, I am 54 years old, can I still study abroad? And I'm like, have you heard anywhere that they say because you are so years old, you cannot study? It's undone. Whether you feel too young or you feel too old, nobody cares about your age. What matters is that, are you going for what program? What is your highest level of education, and what program are you going for next? Education is one of those things that are not age sensitive. And so this person said, if you are below 25. Another thing I noticed is that some people, maybe not, like sometimes I see some people, they're in their 30s and they'll say, am I too old? And I'm like, Jesus, who gave you this mindset that at 30 years, 31, 32, 33, that you are old? Your life has not even started. Let me even tell you. Don't you hear that thing? They will say that life starts at 40. And you're not even 47. If you're 50, it just means your life has started. If you're 40, well, your life is just starting. If you're 30, you are still a baby. By the way, that includes me. But you get what I mean? So when I see people that are 30, 31, 32, they say, hey, can I still travel? I say, Jesus, why are you thinking? What thing happened to your brain? Who fry am? Who fry am? Jesus. Oh, see me as you see me so, let me show you. Hey, I'm very young, oh. I'm very young. Hey, yes. I'm very young. Look, I beg. No ask me that kind of question again. No ask me that kind of question again before both of us go fight now. Let's go. Let's continue. So, the next question that I have here is, what is the full cost to study abroad and the entire scholarship and visa process? Oh, I see. This person is asking about like, hey, how much everything will cost? Hey, God, I wish I had the answer for you. The truth is that there is no way to tell. There is no way to tell. Can you even believe it when I say it? There is no way to tell anybody that is telling you there is a way for you, bring this amount. They are lying to you. Can we call a spade a spade? They are lying to you. There is no way to tell to the decimal figure. Maybe you can make an assumption. Supposing the school is so amount and the country is so, but those assumptions, are they going to hold water? I don't even advise people to make decisions for their study abroad until the admissions are out and they can see everything. The school that said they will give you 100 million have given it to you, or they gave you half. You need more details before you can start making an assumption that looks correct. If not, you're just suiting yourself. But that assumption you are making is not going to help you in any way. In fact, if somebody start telling you you need so amount, just know that they are fake. I'm telling you. Except they are telling you how they came up with those things and you can verify it, then that's okay. Right? But there's no way to know. You need more information. So what I advise you is that Instead of waiting till you know everything before you get started, start. How much is the school application? $100. Do you have it? Yes. Do the application. Go. Start negotiating. There's a process to this thing. I don't advise you to go somewhere saving money. Before you finish saving that money, your currency has depreciated by 2. If the $100 you saved is now $50, who you help? Get started now, not tomorrow. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one is actually very close to the question I just answered. The person said, what is the cost of applying for masters in the UK? This question is tricky. Do you mean the cost of studying masters in UK or the cost of application? You know, there are two different things. So I don't know what this person is looking for. But there's no even if I know the correct question, I don't have the answer. Oh God. Some people would think, hey, you don't have the answer. And I say, no, you don't really Sabia. Maybe go look for who Sabia. My dear, the last time that person told you that you needed so amounts, how it go? Did it go well? If he went well, you will probably not be asking, Abi. So be careful. It's not all that glitter like this, or it's not all the answers flying out that should make you feel like, hey, yes, you got it covered. Okay. Somebody said, can I apply for PR in Canada while studying? Woo! I love this question. Did you hear it? Let me repeat it. Can I apply for PR in Canada while studying? Yes. Okay, wait. It's not yes for everybody, but it's yes for some people. Okay? And I'll tell you who. Let's say you have a master's already, or you have any of these programs like veterinary medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, pharmacy, there are about 2 others. Let's assume you have that, or you have a master's, but now you're also now in Canada at this point. You can apply for PR because your score will be high enough. By the way, if you have BSc, you can enter the pool, but it does not mean anything. But like if you have BSc as your highest level of education, but let's assume somebody said nursing is not part of them, unfortunately. Engineering is not part of them. So it's about, let me tell you, doctors, that's medicine and surgery, dentistry, pharmacy, optometry, veterinary medicine, and chiropractic. There are 7 of them. Right? So if you have any of those programs, you'll be able to apply. They classify them as masters, so your score will be enough for PR. So if you fall into this category, all right, and you're actually doing if you fall into this category and you're doing your studies in Canada, yes, you can apply for PR. You don't have to wait till you graduate. This information, if you know how I got it, you will bless the Lord for your life. I'm telling you, if you know what I did before I got this information I just gave you now, you didn't look me, I just they give you this information for free. If you know what I did before I got this information in my life, and it changed everything. It changed everything. Human beings. Soft life, you're living soft life. You! Thank God, it's God that gives us. Freely we receive, freely we shall give. You know, they pay for body. Okay, so yes, if you're studying in Canada and you qualify for PR, you can actually apply for PR while studying. And so many people fall into that category, but they don't know. So they're waiting to graduate before they can even start the application process. And now, that is why you are blessed. True or false? True or false? Comments. True or false? You are blessed. True or false? True or false? Comments. Drop that comment right now, because you won't even know. This thing took me more than a year plus before I got this information. And I got it because I was volunteering for school, doing so many things, before one day, let me even tell you how I got that story. Before one day, my scholarship, I was looking for more scholarships. I went to the graduate coordinator and I was like, oh, I need more scholarship. And he said, yeah, if only you were a local student, this would have been different, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting to graduate. Then I'll apply. He said, there was this guy in this department who got his PR without graduating. I was like, eh? You say anything? So I left that day. For the next 2-3 days, I slept on the internet, literally, browsing, trying to find what he meant by that statement. He said he was going to connect me to the students till, if he's my father, he will say till tomorrow, that is Monday. Till tomorrow, Monday, as he will say it. Monday is not always the case that the next day is Monday when he's saying it, or it's just the way he says it. Till tomorrow, he will not connect me to that person. But I slept on the internet. After 3 days, I discovered the secret. This secret I just gave to you right here, right now. It took 1 year plus of being obedient and volunteering in my school, giving my time for free, going helter-skelter, making sure everything is all right, helping other students, before somebody dropped this information in my ears. And you just got it now. Plateau. Like, you did not even pay for it. You are blessed, my dear. That's the only way to explain it, though. You are blessed. Somebody say, is it true that kids go to school for free abroad? Depending on how old they are, usually from like for most high income countries, from 4 years old they start primary school, what you call primary school, and they go to school for free. But before 4 years old, they can't start school, so they have to be in kindergarten and co, right? Those ones are paid, but even some schools still have bursary for that payment. Even government have some deductions for students, so you'll be fine. Yes, but say from primary school to secondary school, for most high income countries, children go to school for free. Best of schools for free. Help your kids. So if you're a parent and you're listening to this thing now, your kids are counting on you. It's not 18 years from now, you not tell them, I was too busy, I couldn't start my relocation plan. That's why you people did not get to study abroad. They will still forgive you because they love you. But why wait for forgiveness when they can be happy and excited in their life because you took an action today? You are waiting for when they will forgive you 20 years from now. Is this life about forgiveness? Can't they be proud that their mom and their dad put in all they had to do against all odds to make life easier for them? Wouldn't that be a better thing than asking for their forgiveness? As we were saying. Next question. Somebody said, I have HND in architecture. What course will suit me better? Okay, so this is an opportunity for me to redirect you to our study abroad webinar, because for our study abroad webinar, right, you're able to, when you attend this webinar, you will see, what we do and all that. Part of the things we teach in our master class, Advantage Migration, is what we call programs of best fit. So when you attend our program, you'll be able to know. You read architecture, HND, you'll be able to come up with different programs you can go for. Irrespective of what, I'm just answering this question for this person. But let's say your own is BSc architecture. We will still teach you how to find your programs. Your own is masters in political science. We will teach you, we guide you so that you can find the programs you can apply for. And it's not just one, it's not just two, multiple, so that we train you so that you have choice. It's not the type that you don't have choice, you are managing, so that you have choice. All right? Go to, did I show you this? Go to www.vantagemigration.ca today. Some people are saying they don't have time, You don't have time, but you can be online right now. From when you see this video to when you leave online, it will be more than 2 hours or 3 hours. 2 of us. Call a spade. 2 of us. But if we not say, come for something that will change your life forever, bring out maybe 1 hour, attend webinar, free webinar. Oh, they don't say they pay for that one. Free webinar, you will still complain about no time. Is it really that you don't have time, or you are not serious in life? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. So the next question that we have is, heard about visa difficulties. Does Vantage Migration help with that? Oh my God, this question is interesting. Yes, at Vantage Migration, we have visa source, visa secret. And this is only for people who started with us. Oh, well, that's about to change. Yes, that's about to change. So, based on when you are seeing this video, maybe it has already changed. But keep your eyes on this page. Check. As of when you are seeing this video, check to see. You are very soon you're going to see news about our visa program. We are making efforts. So let me give you updates. We are making effort to see how we can still help people who have gotten the admission, but all they just need is visa to complete the process. Before now, we are like, no, don't come to us, because it did not start with us. But God is touching our hearts small. God is touching our hearts small, okay? And we are doing something about it. Stick to this page. You're going to see some certain All right. So based on what you're seeing, if you're watching this video live, then what I just said is valid. If you are seeing this video as a replay or as a 1-minute video somewhere, chances are that thing already happened. So I want you to come back to this page, check, or re-ask that question to see what is really going on. All right, taking care of you for now. And the next question is, what if I choose that my wife studies? Can I work so I can work? Yeah, that works. There are lots of families when you are going, husband and wife are relocating abroad. The husband can be schooling and the wife schooling and working, and the wife is working full time. Vice versa. The wife can be schooling and working, and the husband will work full time. Also, the wife can just, or the person who is the student, whether wife or husband, can just focus on study, and the spouse is working full time. Or like, there is no rule. It is you who will decide how your household is going to cope. The embassy does not create any rule around that. So for this man who is asking if his wife is studying, if he can work, yes, the answer is yes. And it is totally up to you. All right. So someone was saying, another person say, I have a BSc in nursing, BNSC. What are my options? Okay, very similar to another question I've answered today, which is that at Vantage Migration Training, we teach you how to come up with all the programs of best fit, all the programs you can apply for, so that you don't have visa problem. That's one. Number two is that irrespective of the course, you are going to be able to benefit from it. So for this person who is asking that they have nursing, what are their options? Attend our free study abroad webinar. Go to www. Let me show you. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Complete the webinar so that you know exactly how to get started, instead of looking for breadcrumbs of information. Okay? Because let me tell you, the moment I answer that question for you, you're going to ask me, so where do I find the program? So how do I apply? So how do I give them this thing they're looking for, right? Attend the webinar so that you can get the clearer picture. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Next question says, can someone with 2 get scholarship or student loan? Yes, you can. There are lots of scholarships that are not grade sensitive. Study loan itself is not even grade sensitive at all. Whether you have third class, or you have first class, or you have lower credit, or you have upper credit, or you have merit, or you have a pass, you qualify to get study loan. Right? So it's not grade sensitive. So the answer is yes. Another person said, is having a postgraduate visa a guarantee to move one's family? When you say guarantee, well, but let's come back to principle. You can relocate abroad with your family under student visa. Full stop. So the question is, you have study visa, you can go with your family. Like, there is no more to it. Oh, this is it. It is as simple. But you know one thing with information that are correct, they're usually very simple. You be like that. They don't put anything for inside. They don't say you can relocate with your family using the study visa. True. I know your mind is still telling you just like that. Yes, that's why I'm answering it. All right. So now let's look at the next question. Say, someone is asking, they have study gap, and specifically this person said 10 years study gap. Oh God, I know that this person says 10 years study gap, and let me tell you, Aside this person who said 10 years study gap, somebody else will say, what about 9 years study gap, 8 years study gap, 5 years study gap? What if it's just 2 years study gap? What if it's 1 month study gap? Then another person will come and say, 11 years study gap, 12 years study gap, 13 years study gap. Oh my God. 50 years study gap, 22 years study gap. Study gap is study gap. You can turn it to a blessing, or it can become the cause. Like a course, right? That will stop you from your relocation plan. It can, by default is a course, but advantage migration will show you how to turn it into a blessing. So whether you have 100 years study gap, which of course I'm exaggerating, but whether you have 100 years study gap, I don't care. Study gap is study gap. We have had people 28 years study gap. So talk less of you that have less than that, right? There are so many other people, 30 years study gap. It doesn't matter. Can you just swallow that? It doesn't matter. 50 years study gap, it doesn't matter. Education is not age sensitive, because the moment you finish answering that study gap, somebody else will ask you about, what if I'm 30? Like just right after you finish answering the question about study gap. Irrespective of how much study gap you have, you can study abroad without issues. However, don't let study gap be a cause for you, right? A cause for you. Let it be a blessing. How? Get trained by Vantage Migration so that you know how to turn your study gap into your biggest assets. I'm telling you that your study gap can be your biggest asset. Your study gap can be your biggest asset. Something that is going to differentiate you from all other students applying to that program, if you know how to use it. Start from our free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca so that you will see how it is done. All right? Okay, girl and guy. I know even you that you're asking for study gap, you say, no be me, be girl, no be me, be guy. Be young in your spirits. Be young in your spirit. It's part of you feeling old that is making you think that your study gap is going to stop you. Be young in your spirit, my dear. Okay. So let's go to the next question. What if I already have 2 master's degree? What are the options? What are the other options? Woo! So this person has 2 master's degrees and they want to relocate abroad via the study abroad route. We have perfect solution. Unfortunately, we can't tell you here. This is something that inside the Vantage Migration training room, we will be able to expose you to the biggest secrets that will turn around your life. So let me make you a bet. When you become Vantage Migration student, specifically ask us this question inside our inner circle. Okay? Did you hear? Say okay, type okay, type it, okay. Once you become Vantage Migration student, ask us this question inside the inner circle, okay? Okay, type okay. I've not seen you okay now. Type it, okay. All right, good. Thank you. Okay, so someone else said, can I apply for... Sorry, what is the procedure to get a scholarship abroad? Okay, again, question about procedure. Anytime you start asking, how can I do this? How can I do this? The biggest answer will be for you to complete our study abroad webinar. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Attend the free webinar on how to get scholarship, study loan, admission, right? All of that. Attend the free study abroad webinar, okay? That's the best way to get started. So somebody say, what is the cheapest preferable, which country is the cheapest preferably for a family of 5? Like the person wants to relocate abroad, they have a family of 5, they're looking for the cheapest. I'll answer that question normally. In terms of the cheapest, it depends. Most countries, expenses is not the same in all the provinces. So there are different provinces. Let's say in Canada now, some provinces are cheap, some provinces are expensive. But let me even tell you that I don't want you to think of your relocation plan that way. Think of the country that will give you admission, possibly give you scholarship, and then ask you to come with your family. Focus on that. Do you know why? Do you know that a school can give you scholarship scholarship that will cover you, and you have excess enough for you to cover your family. Supposing that school happen to be in a town that is expensive, do you want to shove them to the side and go to the school that is not giving you scholarship because it's in a town that is cheap? Think. So there's no one size fits all. Somebody else is looking for, so another person is going to get partial scholarship, and that saves them $20,000, and because of that, the money they have, they cannot put it towards their family expenses. So it's not like there is a way to arrange this thing. It's not the way you are thinking. It's not the way you are thinking. This is where training comes in. All right. Then the other question is, I am waiting to receive my certificate. Can I start admission process without it? The answer is yes. A lot of people, they say, I've not gotten my BSc certificate or HND certificate, right? Provided you've graduated, you can start. Even some schools, if not all, they will give you what they call statement of results. Even if they did not give it to you, you can, once the school requires it, you can go to your head of department and they will write a letter saying that you have graduated, stamp it with school stamp, you are good to go. Some of the things you think that are holding you back, they are not even problem. The thing is that you lack a mentor. I'm telling you. Because there are lots of problems the people who go through Vantage Migration Program come up with. Sometimes one issue, once you reach out to us, we show you how to solve the problem and you move on. So, but when you don't have mentor, one problem go hold you, 5 years, it has not released you. 5 years, it has not released you. Let me give you a true life story of a lady that came to me. She's currently in, as of that time, she was in Dubai. I don't know where she is now. As of that time, she was in Dubai. She has finished her program, but she did long distance with University of Ibadan. So if people who know University of Ibadan know that they have this long distance program a lot. The lady did long distance program, graduated. What was frustrating her life was that when she was looking for her transcript, they said they have misplaced her transcript, they can't find it as of then, right? They later found it, by the way, but this was what she told me. Now, the worst part was that because she was frustrated that they said they misplaced her transcript, over the phone from Dubai, she was shouting at the woman at the office, at the exams and record office. True life story. I say it's true life story. And I'm ending this video with that one, okay? She was shouting at the man. The woman, sorry. She was shouting at the woman. This woman was upset. The woman stopped picking her call. Now she's in Dubai. She can't get her transcript. She doesn't want to come back to Nigeria. The lady's a Nigerian. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what she was thinking? This lady actually wanted to go and apply for diploma program abroad. That is, after she had finished her, she was looking at going back to school, going back to do another BSc abroad. Because right now she was stuck. She could not get her transcript. She could not return, right, to wherever she was. She could not return from Dubai to Nigeria, whatever her situation was. She was going to start school all over again. But what saved her was that she was Vantage Migration student. So she reached out to me. Hello, Dr. Linda. Hello, Vantage Migration team. This is my problem. Please, please, please. I think she reached out to us when she was trying to get, maybe something. Anyway, let me cut out that part of the story. Anyways, I told her exactly what to do. She did that thing. I'm not going to tell it to you here. If you want, you can become Vantage Migration student. She did what I told her. In less than a month, she had the soft copy of her transcript. In less than a month. And just like you already know, she applied for a program and she has relocated to another country for her postgraduate studies. Easy peasy. So sometimes the real value of even having a mentor is like the master class, yeah, is good. But when the going gets tough, you want somebody, you want an education consultant on your speed dial. That is the real value. That is the real value. You want an education consultant on your speed dial. Because I bet there must be one hitch somewhere. Worse for somebody that is not even trained. If it's somebody that is trained, chances are that any hitch coming, they will even be able to weather the storm. But the same you who is not trained is the same you who doesn't have an education consultant on their speed dial. See how life is unbalanced, right? The same person that is trained, who have more chance of weathering the storm, is the same person who also have education consultant on their speed dial. Meaning whatever comes, they can either solve it or they escalate, right, to their mentor. The same you that refused to get trained is the same which means that you don't even have what it takes to really weather some kind of storm. It is still the same you that you don't even have anybody to call. This is why you will see people, they will do one thing, bam, that year is gone. Next year they will start again, they will do one thing, bam, they will drop off, the year is gone. Next year again, there's always one thing stopping you. Think of, if you're listening to me now, think of the last time you started studying abroad process. What stopped you? Either somebody stole your money and ran away. One school asked you for one thing, you didn't have it. The school asked you for GRE, you didn't have it. So you did not take the admission. That's how that one went. But do you know that there was something you could have done when you got that request? Let's assume you don't even know. What if you just reached out to me? Do you know that there is something you would have done and you'll still be able to take that admission? There are some people that will tell you, my school was on strike. That's how come. The school waited for me. I couldn't respond then. They said they wanted to verify my transcripts, but my school was on this. Like the things that stop people from their dream, tiny things that a mentor can just help you clarify. Sharply, you'll be moving like this straight. What do you say is your problem? What do you say is your problem? What do you really say? Is it not pride? Is it not pride that is doing you like this? Is it not pride? Even me now that, see, I know the importance of using experts. If I want to do anything, in fact, I don't want to work with you if you're not an expert. Do you know what? I know that experts save me time. They save me time. If I have questions, just ask. Experts will tell you, let's do it like our life going to move. You will see people, you admire their life, but when they tell you their secret, you will not copy it. You see people, you will admire their life. You want to get the result they are getting, but when they tell you how they are getting it, you will not take that advice. What do you say is your problem again? This is a new year and you have started. Get trained. If you want to do something, get an expert in that area. Match with them. And when I mean expert, I don't mean anybody calling themselves an expert on social media. That is not what I'm saying. Have you seen results? Open your eyes. Have you seen results? Use results to determine who is the expert and who is not. Not the best way they talk. Talk is cheap, oh. For example, if you were to go to YouTube, you will see nothing less than 100 people. Nothing less than that. 100 people. And these are people who agreed to give us testimonial. Which means that most times, for 10 people that relocate, only one will say yes. If the ratio is not even smaller than that. But yet, if you go to YouTube now, Dr. Linda Iheme TV channel, you see more than 100 people. Have you seen results? I don't go to experts that don't have results. Because everybody, even you now, you can just type on your page, I'm a study abroad expert. You can type it, right? But does that immediately make you an expert? Work with experts. Save yourself stress. You've been saving every year. You take it and throw it into the Igbo people say Oshimili. You throw it into the river. How? You waste it on things. Waste it on people that just told you, I can do it, I can do it. Did you see results? Hey, they say you get one person. Do you know the person? Have you seen? Or you just saw page? Do you know it's very easy to design something and write something on it? Work with experts. Save yourself stress. So that when the going gets tough, you can get going because you've toughened up. Study abroad, relocation abroad is not gara gara. Bring down your pride. Open your heart, learn, and then move on. When you be abroad enjoying with your family, trust me, nobody go dey drag am with you. Alright? So, my last word for you today is what? If you've not already completed, I'm going to show you 2 things. If you've not already completed our webinar, go and complete the webinar. Alright? Go and complete the webinar. www.vantagemigration.ca. Complete the webinar. That's how to get started. Now, if you have completed the webinar, you get your eligibility link, check your eligibility and all that, and take action. If you need to reach us, because some people, they say, I've been dropping message, nobody's answering me. Please note that if you are dropping message randomly on the page or somewhere inbox on social media, you will not get response. Send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca, and you will receive response from myself or any of my team members within 24 hours. It's that quick. Admission@vantagemigration.ca. All right. So ensure that you take action and stop procrastinating. Take good care of yourself. Till I see you again. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad, so that they are going to be able to know how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, study visa, every single thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad. That is what we do. That is what we do. And my dear, so I've come to the end of this video. Don't worry, you can be going, though. I will turn off the camera soon. You can be going. Take good care of yourself, okay? Till I see you again.